Creatine is everywhere. Some people call it one of the best supplements ever made. Others say it is overhyped. So today, we're asking one simple question. Is creatine actually worth taking? And by the end, MitoMint will give it a final verdict. Minted or myth? Welcome to MitoMint. Fresh science, no fluff. Before we start, quick reminder. This video is for education only and is not medical advice. Before taking any supplement, especially if you have a medical condition, take medication, are pregnant, breastfeeding, or have kidney concerns, speak with a qualified healthcare professional. Now, let's mint the myth. Creatine is a natural compound found in your body. Most of it is stored in your muscles. You also get small amounts from foods like meat and fish. But creatine is not a steroid. It is not a hormone, and it is not a magic muscle powder. Its main job is connected to quick energy. When your body does short, intense work, like lifting weights, sprinting, jumping, or explosive exercise, it uses energy very fast. That energy comes from something called ATP. Think of ATP like your body's quick-use energy battery. When you lift something heavy, that ATP battery drains quickly. Creatine helps recharge that battery faster through something called the phosphocreatine system. That is why creatine is mostly connected to short, intense efforts. Not endless energy, not fat-burning magic, and not instant muscle growth. The basic idea is simple. Creatine helps your muscles recycle quick energy, and that may help you perform a little better when the effort is short and intense. Now, let's talk evidence. Creatine is one of the most studied sports supplements in the world, and the strongest evidence is not for vague wellness claims. It is for strength, power, and high-intensity exercise performance. That matters, because a lot of supplement marketing makes creatine sound like it works even if you do nothing. But the evidence is strongest when creatine is combined with training, especially resistance training. So if someone asks, will creatine make me stronger? The better answer is, it may help support strength gains, especially if you are training consistently. But if someone asks, can I take creatine and skip training? The answer is no. Mito cannot mint that. Creatine helps the system. It does not replace the system. Now let's talk about muscle growth. This is where creatine gets overhyped. Many people hear that creatine increases lean body mass, and they assume that means pure new muscle. But it is more complicated. Creatine can increase water stored inside muscle tissue. That can make lean mass measurements go up. But that does not mean all of that change is brand new muscle. So we need to be precise. Creatine may help you train harder. It may help you get a few extra reps. It may support strength and high-intensity performance. And over time, better training can support better results. But creatine is not a powder that builds muscle while you sit on the couch. The basics still matter. Resistance training, enough protein, good sleep, enough calories if your goal is muscle gain, and consistency. Creatine is a support tool, not the whole machine. Now, because this is MitoMint, we also have to ask, what about longevity? Does creatine help you live longer? Here's the honest answer. We should not call creatine a longevity pill. That would be hype. But it may have relevance to healthy aging because of muscle and strength. As people age, maintaining muscle, strength, and physical function becomes very important. Creatine may be useful here because it can support resistance training performance and training adaptations. But again, the key phrase is combined with training. The real longevity foundation is still move your body, train your muscles, eat enough protein, sleep well, and manage your overall health. Creatine may support that system. It does not replace it. Creatine is also being studied for brain health. And this makes sense biologically, because your brain also uses a lot of energy. Some research suggests creatine may help certain cognitive outcomes in some situations. But this evidence is not as strong or as simple as the exercise evidence. So if someone says, creatine is proven to upgrade your brain, Mito says, slow down. The better wording is, creatine may have promising cognitive effects in some contexts, but it is not proven as a guaranteed brain booster for everyone. That is the difference between evidence-based content and supplement hype. Now let's talk about the biggest concern people usually have: kidneys. Many people hear that creatine can raise creatinine levels and assume that means kidney damage. But that is not automatically true. Creatinine is a breakdown product related to creatine metabolism, and it is also used as a marker in kidney function testing. So creatine can sometimes affect how certain blood markers look, but that does not automatically mean kidney damage. For healthy adults, creatine appears generally safe when used appropriately, but that does not mean everyone should take it without thinking. If you have kidney disease, kidney concerns, a medical condition, take medication, are pregnant, or are breastfeeding, talk with a qualified healthcare professional first. Also, do not assume more is better. With supplements, more does not always mean better results. Sometimes, more just means more risk, more waste, or more money spent. MitoMint rule: use evidence, use common sense, and when health conditions are involved, ask a professional. So what is the practical version? The most studied form is creatine monohydrate. A common simple approach is around 3 to 5 grams per day. Some people use a loading phase to saturate muscle stores faster, but many people simply take a small, daily amount consistently. The boring version is usually the best version. Creatine monohydrate. Consistent use. Train hard. Do not expect magic. And choose a trusted product, ideally third-party tested, especially if you are an athlete or compete in a tested sport. Now it is time for the MitoMint score. For strength and high-intensity performance, 9 out of 10. This is where creatine is strongest. For muscle growth, 7 out of 10. Helpful, but often exaggerated. For longevity, 6 out of 10. Interesting because of muscle and aging, but not a direct longevity pill. For cognition, 5.5 out of 10. Promising, but not as proven as the exercise benefits. For safety and healthy adults, 8 out of 10. Generally reassuring, but context matters. And for hype level, 7 out of 10. Because the supplement works, but the internet still oversells it. So, is creatine worth it or overhyped? The MitoMint verdict is minted but not magic. Creatine is one of the most evidence-supported supplements for strength and high-intensity performance. But it works best as a support tool. It does not replace training. It does not replace nutrition. It does not replace sleep. And it does not replace consistency. If you already train, eat well, and want a simple supplement with strong evidence behind it, creatine monohydrate is one of the better options to understand. But if your basics are missing, start there first. If you want health science explained clearly, without hype, subscribe to MitoMint. Fresh science, no fluff. And in the next episode, we'll break down another popular health claim and ask, minted or myth?